Okay, that's your go.
What kind of services are there for students who had to depend of school to support families?
Services for students who want to drop out of school to support their families.
Yes.
That's a very real issue in our district because we do have students who have become parents, and then they're faced with being overwhelmed with the pressures of having to take care of their children, and also sometimes of having to take care of their own families even when even when they don't have young children, and they feel like they're the only ones that can earn enough money for the family. So as counselors, we don't really have that issue here at Travis, but in my experience, we try to support those students a great deal by making sure that they're talking to their counselors, to make sure that they're talking to social workers so they know what kind of services are available. The district does offer daycare, for instance, if they're young parents.
Yes.
And they're going to school. We also talk to the parents themselves to make sure that there's not a lot of pressure on their children to drop out so that they can work. So we try to get the parents and the families in touch with social services so maybe they can help that way. In addition to that, there are alternative high schools in our district. For instance, Navarro High School is an excellent school where students that are faced with that situation can have flexible schedules and still maintain their course load so that they can be on track for graduation. So perhaps they can go to school in the morning, they can work all afternoon and evening maybe, or they can go to school in the afternoon and they can work in the morning, whatever the case may be. But there are schools and recovery programs like Cooper is a credit recovery program that also is there to help students who have felt the need to drop out and now they want to come back to get their diploma, and that's a way to attract those students to come back and at the same time give them the flexibility so in case they need to work or in case they need to take care of the children outside of school, that they have the ability to do that with their flexible schedules.
So is it like planning for the future?
It is to that extent, but mainly it's helping them find ways to help themselves by providing those resources to them. The important thing is that students know where to go to for help, that they don't feel like there's nothing I can do but drop out, but give them alternative ways that they can continue their education because it's more important for them to continue their education, but at the same time be able to comply with the responsibilities that they may have at home.
So their maturity level grows.
So their maturity level grows and they feel a lot better about themselves knowing that I'm taking care of my education, but I'm also taking care of my family, because there's certainly ways to do both.
That's very good.
Okay?
Thank you.
You're welcome.